What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy Dorkatronprime. I'm currently here with the undefeated Ceresmon at PPG Locals. And Alejandro, tell us about your deck a little bit.
So I'm running a pretty aggressive Ceresmon control deck. It's pretty much a standard Ceresmon deck. It's pretty powerful. Kind of flying under the radar here at our locals. So I mean, you know, it's pretty strong in the current meta here.
Extremely underrated.
Yeah.
What were more or less your matchups for today?
So I went up against what I would say my hardest matchup twice at the end. Imperialdramon Blue. Thankfully, one of my techs that I run, which I'll get to eventually, was able to just, you know, keep those hard matchups at bay for a long time because they don't really have an answer to it.
Okay. And did you like how the deck overall played today?
Yeah, it ran real smooth. Everything was where it needed to be.
And multiple subscribers have been asking about your mat. Where did you get your playmat?
Alright, so this playmat I got from Ink Gaming.
Ink Gaming?
Yeah, it's a website where you could make custom mats.
Oh, so this is custom?
Yeah, so I just found a nice wallpaper. I don't know the original person that made this, but shout out to them because it's really, really cool. And I just uploaded it to Ink Gaming as a JPEG, and they just had the templates, and you could get like custom stitching, and they're like good quality. They're not that cheap fabric.
Okay, so just go ahead and jump onto your deck, bro.
All right. So to start off with, run the standard 4 of Argomon and the Omnimon. Normally, I would run the Tanimon, just because that's a nice, you know, an easy way to increase. But I find the Omnimon to be pretty good, more aggressive, especially when trying to run over blockers, which can get pretty annoying. So moving on to my level 3s. I run 2 Tentomons. I like Tentomon just because it helps deal with the VMons with jamming. So I swing with a level 4, which is pretty easy to do here. Suspend the VMon, I could run over the VMon. You know, it gives me options to deal with it real quick. And then, you know, something pretty standard. 4 of Argomon. They're cheap, easy to get out, just real good. For boosting with the level 3s, I run 4 Agumons. They're just really nice to have. Just plus 1,000, that makes the difference, especially when swinging into security, especially with Ceresmon. Ceresmon with an Agumon gets it to 13. And that's like more than enough to get over most security safely. Now, for this nice little tech in the deck that makes the difference with blue, is I play 2 Terriermon. Just alterns, you can't, the hammer sparks don't work. You know, that makes a big deal. They can't gain any other memory without the floaters. And similar to like basically a copy of a level 3 Argomon, 4 Goblimon. They're cheap, they're easy to get out. Now moving on to the level 4s, I like to run 3 Gargomon. I feel like 4 is a bit too much, but 3 is just the right number. 5 to hard play, you know, it's not painful when you have to do it, and it's a 1 to Digivolve. It's just it's basically another copy to Terriermon to me, which I run 4 of. It's been great since the beginning. It's a staple in all green. The Inheritable is easy to get off. And to round off my, well, nearing it, I run 4 Digimons. It's level 4 to hard play, 1 to Digivolve. That's pretty free. It's nice. It's cheap. It lets you cheat around. And to round it off, I run a 1 Argomon. I feel 1 is more than enough. I don't really like having too much of them. I'd rather have the cheap Digivolution than having to have something, especially early game, suspended. There's that risk of your opponent being able to run over it. As for my level 5s, the standard 3 Blossomon. So it's one of those free Digisorption Digimon. Just you could tap something else or itself, and it Digivolves for free, and you get a free draw. And that's always nice to have in green. I personally like to run 2 Cherrymons, since I don't run the Woodmons, which typically you would see in most green. I prefer the boosters, just because I like to be able to run over things more. And then I'll have a pretty beefy blocker at level 5 that I wouldn't mind sitting on too much, and it could swing without losing memory. And then I run 2 Rapidmon, another booster, 2 to Digivolve. That's pretty cheap for level 5. And to finish off level 5s, Argomon. It's good. So I run a 1 of Mega Gargo. I like the control it gives. And the security plus 1's nice. It makes a difference. You'd be surprised. And then I run a 1 of Bancho Stingmon. This is the answer to a lot of strong decks right now. It helps against Ragnalord, Imperialdramon, Red Omni, in most cases. Wish I could fit 1 more, but a 1 of is perfectly fine, in my opinion. And now for the star of the deck, Ceresmon. Amazing. If you get it off early, you gain so much momentum, and you become really oppressive. And then you just build wide pretty easily with the level 3s, and then you push for game. And if you have Ceresmon and a Bancho, even better. You get to pierce and clear the board. Now, I play pretty heavy options, what I would consider. I run 4 flower cannons. I feel there's no reason not to. If you have it in hand, that's great. If it's in the security, even better. Running 4, it just makes it way more consistent. If you're gonna run it, don't run it at 3, just run it at 4. You won't regret it. And then I run the 1 of Hidden Potential Discovered. Since you build wide normally, and if you have the level 5 Argomon, you're definitely gonna get, Digimon off on the field pretty quickly. And then just being able to Digivolve into any of the level 6s for free is great, because that just gives you more memory to work with. So, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, for my tech, I run a 1 of Hornbuster. I like it because it's cheap. It makes the deck really aggressive, and when it pops off in the security, not only does it go to my hand, but it suspends something, prepping me for my turn. So I like it a lot. And then finishing off the deck with 2 Mimi. I know some green decks don't play Mimis anymore, but I feel Mimi is just so good. It gives you another breeding phase. And being able to clear the board and then, not clear the board, clear security, and then at the very end, you snipe with a rookie, rookie, and then the game. And it's happened more than enough times for it to warrant it being in the deck. So this is the green deck that got me undefeated here. And yeah.
Alright, Alejandro, thank you so much for your time and congratulations on being undefeated #1.
Thank you.
Guys, remember to like and subscribe, and we brick by nature, guys.